In Zimbabwe, baboons have become a destructive force, invading homes, tearing off roofs, attacking farms, and even storming hospitals. At the power station, they have destroyed poultry businesses and harassed residents, causing significant property damage. Farmers near the mountain range report constant crop raids and livestock losses, while a radio station lost over $1,200 when baboons chewed through vital cables. Altogether, Zimbabwe has suffered an estimated $300,000 in damages this year alone. With human-wildlife conflict escalating, especially during droughts, how can communities protect their homes and livelihoods? What measures can be taken to control baboon populations before the damage becomes worse? Share your thoughts in the comments. Hunting baboons with a rifle is a test of precision, patience, and strategic thinking. These animals are not easy prey, they are agile, intelligent, and highly alert to human presence. To succeed, you must begin by understanding the terrain and the troops' daily movement patterns. Baboons often travel along well-used routes that cut across rocky hillsides, dry riverbeds, and the edges of farmland. As a rifle hunter, your goal is not to chase but to predict. Scout the area, identify natural choke points or resting zones, and choose a position that allows both concealment and a clear view. Your gun is only effective when it commands the ground. Choose elevated spots with natural cover like rocks or thick brush, where your silhouette blends with the landscape. The rifle you choose must suit mid-sized game with unpredictable movement. Calibers such as .223 Remington, .243 Winchester, or 6.5mm Creedmoor provide the perfect balance between velocity, accuracy, and stopping power without excessive recoil. Semi-automatic rifles are often favored for their rapid-fire ability, extremely important when targeting fast-moving animals like baboons. However, bolt-action rifles offer higher accuracy at long distances and are ideal for wide-open terrain, where patience and precision are key. Regardless of the model, your rifle must be properly zeroed, your optics adjusted to the environment, and your trigger discipline razor-sharp.
Just the rocks.
When placing your rifle, positioning is key. Find a solid rest, flat rocks, a bipod, or even your backpack can serve as a steady base for long shots. Avoid unsupported firing unless absolutely necessary. A calm, steady posture allows you to breathe slowly, control your aim, and fire with deadly accuracy. Baboons rarely stay still for long, and your shooting window may last only a few seconds. That's why preparing your position in advance is critical. Set your rifle on its rest, determine your range, and mentally mark the kill zone where you expect baboons to pass. This way, when the moment comes, you don't react, you execute.
Yeah.
You're not just pulling a trigger, you're deciding the perfect moment. Always aim for the vital zone just behind the front shoulder, where the heart and lungs are located. A well-placed lung shot will drop the animal quickly, avoiding suffering and ensuring it doesn't escape into thick brush where recovery is difficult. Wait for a broadside or quartering away angle, never rush. And once the shot is fired, remain still. Don't break cover too quickly. The troop may scatter but often pauses or lingers at a distance, giving you a second chance. Your next opportunity may be just minutes away, but only if you remain silent and focused.
The same size, identical. If you can get up.
Even after a successful shot, the rifle hunter's job isn't over. You must approach the downed baboon carefully, watching for movement and keeping your rifle ready. A wounded baboon can be aggressive, and safety must always come first. Once the scene is secure, take a moment to analyze your shot placement. Every hunt is a chance to learn, study what worked, what didn't, and how the baboons reacted. This reflection sharpens your instincts and prepares you for future encounters. That's how good hunters become skilled marksmen, not just through bullets, but through understanding. Hunting baboons with a rifle is not about brute force, it's about control. It's about staying calm when the troop moves in, remaining still when they stop, and being lethal when the shot lands. Every decision, from where you place your rifle to the exact moment you fire, shapes the outcome. The land, the rifle, and the hunter must work as one. And when they do, the reward is not just a successful hunt, but a powerful moment of mastery over a clever and challenging opponent. So what do you think about how the local communities are handling this growing issue? Will this approach truly reduce the damage, or is it just a temporary fix? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to join us on more wild hunting adventures.
Standing up. Nice shot.
On Flores Island, Indonesia, wild Komodo dragons have become a serious threat to local communities as they attack goats, pigs, and even young cattle. Just one attack can cost a farmer 5 to 10 million rupiah, and in 2025 alone, damages across the island have exceeded 500 million rupiah. Families are forced to spend heavily on stronger livestock pens while living in fear of these giant predators that can injure or kill people. With damages continuing to rise each year, what have the people of Flores Island done to reduce the losses caused by this species? Join us in this video to find out the answer. Hunting Komodo dragons on Flores Island with a gun is one of the most dangerous hunts in the world. These giant reptiles can grow over 3 meters long, weigh nearly 90 kilograms, and strike with lightning speed. Their ability to blend into dry savannas, riverbeds, and thick brush makes every step a gamble.
Wow.
Hunters must move slowly, using the wind and terrain to their advantage, as they know the dragon could be watching from only a few meters away. Just one mistake or miscalculation can put the hunter within striking range of a predator capable of killing with a single bite.
Ini yang di belakang apa itu? Aduh. The choice and use of the firearm can decide survival. Standard rifles will not stop a Komodo dragon, only large caliber rifles like the .375 HMH Magnum, .416 Rigby, or .458 Winchester Magnum have the necessary stopping power. These rifles should be carried at the ready, with the stock tight against the shoulder and the muzzle always aimed toward likely ambush points. Ammunition should be soft point or solid bullets designed for deep penetration, ensuring they can break through thick bone and muscle. A backup weapon, such as a 12-gauge shotgun with slugs or a large caliber revolver, must be within reach in case the dragon closes the distance.
Positioning before the shot is very important. Hunters must use the terrain to get close enough for a precise shot, staying behind trees or rocks for cover. The Komodo dragon senses are sharp, so approaching from downwind is essential.
Okay.
Once the animal is in sight, the shooter must keep the rifle steady and prepare for a decisive shot. Short, shallow breaths help maintain a steady aim, and every muscle must remain controlled, as even a small movement can cause the dragon to bolt into cover or charge directly toward the hunter.
Wait. Masih kotak. Wih, mantap.
A shot to the brain or upper spine, just behind the eyes, is the most effective way to instantly stop the enemy. If this cannot be done, a carefully placed heart-run shot just behind the front shoulder can bring it down, though the hunter must be ready to fire again immediately. Komodo dragons can sprint up to 20 kilometers per hour and will often use their last strength to attack. Closing the distance to finish a wounded animal is extremely dangerous and should never be attempted until it is completely motionless.
Hunting Komodo dragons with a gun requires extreme vigilance and absolute discipline. The gun must always be ready to fire, and the hunter must anticipate the animal's next move before it happens. Even after a successful shot, the approach must be slow and cautious, as these predators are known to strike without warning. Few hunts in the world test skill, courage, and composure like facing a Komodo dragon at close range, and that is why only the most prepared hunters dare to face this challenge. What do you think about hunting this giant reptile? Share your thoughts in the comments, like, and subscribe to follow our latest videos.
Sudah mah.
In the vast wilderness of Montana, legal bison hunts are not just a seasonal tradition, they're a necessary defense. While wild bison may symbolize the untamed spirit of the American West, their unchecked presence has caused real damage: cars totaled on snowy highways, hikers injured on remote trails, and ranch fences shattered under the weight of a charging herd. These aren't rare accidents, they're growing problems. To keep both people and property safe, hunters have stepped in with state-approved strategies to control bison numbers. But here's the real question: how do they manage to take down such massive, powerful animals in the wild terrain of Montana? Let's find out, together, right after this. Before stepping onto the plains in pursuit of a wild bison, hunters must first navigate a landscape of legal requirements. States like Montana and Alaska, along with various tribal lands, offer limited hunting permits, usually through a lottery system. These permits are closely regulated, and with good reason. Bison are not only majestic but also protected under specific wildlife management policies. Additionally, most designated hunting areas are adjacent to sensitive zones like Yellowstone National Park, so a single misstep across an invisible boundary could result in hefty fines or legal trouble. Understanding these rules isn't just about legality, it's about respecting the privilege of the hunt.
Good job.
Once the paperwork is squared away, attention turns to gear, starting with the rifle. Taking down a bison, which can weigh nearly a ton, is not a task for light calibers. Experienced hunters favor powerful cartridges like the .30-06 Springfield or the .338 Win Mag, paired with controlled expansion bullets designed to penetrate thick hide and bone. Bolt-action rifles are a reliable choice for their accuracy and durability, and a solid scope is essential for long-distance precision. Choosing the right setup is not just about firepower, it's about ensuring a clean, ethical harvest. With gear in hand, the hunt begins in earnest with locating the herd. Depending on the region, bison may be found grazing in vast open prairies or sheltered in snowy highlands. Scouting becomes an art form, requiring sharp eyes and patience. Hunters rely on binoculars and spotting scopes to observe movement from a distance, identifying signs like wallows and well-worn trails. Cold weather, especially after snowfall, offers an advantage by highlighting fresh tracks, clues that bring hunters closer to their quarry without disturbing the natural rhythm of the land.
here.
Closing the distance, however, requires more than simple tracking. Stalking a bison demands careful strategy, starting with the wind. Approaching from downwind helps conceal human scent, while ridgelines and natural cover provide the necessary stealth to stay hidden. Positioning within 150 to 300 yards ensures an ethical shot while minimizing the chance of alerting the herd. Each movement must be deliberate. In bison country, one wrong step can turn opportunity into failure.
Again. Shoot him again.
When the moment finally comes to take the shot, precision and restraint are critical. Bison have thick hides, massive muscles, and dense bone structures that can absorb poorly placed rounds. The best shot is broadside, aiming just behind the front shoulder to target the lungs. A quartering away angle can also offer a lethal path, but headshots should be avoided. Despite their allure, the thick skull often deflects bullets, leading to suffering rather than a swift end. True marksmanship is measured not by bravado, but by clean kills.
Stop it. Even with a well-placed shot, the hunt isn't over.
Bison are notoriously resilient, and it's not uncommon for a wounded animal to remain standing or attempt escape. A follow-up shot may be necessary. Once the bison goes down, hunters must observe carefully from a distance to ensure it has expired before approaching. At that point, tagging the animal is not only a legal requirement but a moment of reverence. It's a ritual that closes the hunt with gratitude and responsibility, marking the end of one journey and the beginning of another, processing, preserving, and honoring the harvest. What's your take on this hunting method? Share your thoughts in the comments below, we'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more real hunting stories every week.
Which one are we looking at?
Loaded sharks. That was pretty exciting.